Alright, hello, welcome to the first part of this series where I try to take on everything in MC Internal with just magic stuff. For this first one, we're going to be doing the Gate Pearl Eternal Invasion Gateway. So everything I will show you here is how to beat it without having access to the Nether and stuff like that. So let's go through my equipment first. I have Sorcerer's foot pads, leggings, and a wrap, and I chose Arcanist hat just to look cool. See, look, now my character's got a little wizard hat. I also have night vision goggles, but I got that randomly, so it doesn't really affect this video or anything, but it's cool to have. Except for these, I also have the Ring of Lesser Discount, a Lesser Focus of Air, and Amulet of Mana Regen. And I also have a Mage's Spellbook, which is the second tier of the spellbook right after Novice. And that is pretty important. It's vital to have this. Everything else helps, but is not absolutely necessary. We're going to go through my threads, because each of these armor pieces can have a thread. I have repairing to repair my armor and any other equipment that's part of Arsenal Vow. I have life drain 2, which is probably the most difficult to get based on what you have available. Spell power 2, and then shocking 1. And as for spells, I have, I'll do this. The ones that we'll be using today are these three: leap, zap, and throw. I like to call them that. Leap is just a self spell with the leap glyph with 2 amplifies. This lets me jump pretty far, and since we're doing a mage build, we're going to try to avoid getting hit as much as possible. So the leap is going to help dodge attacks and get in close whenever necessary. Then we have zap. This is our crowd control basically. It's projectile, spark, discharge, and then 2 amplifies. If there's multiple enemies in a row and you hit them with that projectile, it'll hit all of them. Last one is throw. Throw is projectile, launch, and then 6 amplifies, not 8, and I'll tell you why later. What this does is, if there's an enemy that is immune to projectiles, you will just hit them with that, and they'll get sent into the sky like this. It's good because it applies fall damage to them when they normally don't take damage from projectiles like bows, arrows, whatever like that. It's important for the Gate Pearl because there's several enemies that spawn with shields and they just don't take damage unless you get into melee and they attack, or if you deal fall damage to them. So this is what we'll be using for that. And for both zap and throw, these are tier 2 glyphs and will require the upgraded spellbook. And for that upgraded spellbook, you're going to need a novice spellbook, a few diamonds, quartz blocks, and blaze rods. You only need 3 diamonds, but I put 13 because that's the total amount you'll need. The difficult thing here is getting quartz blocks and blaze rods without the nether. To get quartz without the nether, I made a dark wand with a pulverized focus. And so if I select a pulverized focus, I go to a piece of granite and I right click on it, it'll make quartz. And if you also do it on diorite, it also makes quartz. On other things, it produces other items, but that's how I got quartz for this spellbook. And as for blaze rods, I found that in a pyromancer's mansion. Where is it? Somewhere. I have it somewhere here, but there's a pyromancer's hut that I sort of looted to get blaze rods. And so you'll find it in loot and treasure chest. I don't think I can see. Oh, right here. I labeled it dungeon, but it's pyromancer. Yep. The pulverized focus. Oh, let me switch back out so you can see that. Pulverized focus and dark wand. To make that, it's fairly simple. Let me switch to dark wand real quick. The dark wand requires lapis, empty focus, magic fabric, and haunted plank. Magic fabric is easy, not too hard. Haunted planks you'll make from haunted logs, and to get haunted logs you will need haunted sapling. And for a haunted sapling, you're going to need any 4 of a kind sapling, and then you're going to use totem of roots, which is pretty simple to make. You get ectoplasm by killing those flying ghost things that launch fire at you, so they're pretty easy to notice. Then for the empty focus, same thing again. Amethyst, but with the totem of roots, and that's how you make a dark wand. For the pulverized focus, it's also pretty simple. What you'll need is 3 iron blocks, empty focus, and any log. And with that, you'll be able to get quartz. For your spells, these two right here, 3 Wilden Wings, you'll need quite a bit of air essence, but all of this air essence times 10 is for all of my equipment, including the shocking thread, the lesser focus of air, and both spark and discharge. There's a little parentheses with 3 here because 3 of them are reusable, so you only need 7. But in case you accidentally use them up before you ever do the reusable stuff, because the lesser focus of air, that's a reusable, like the air essence you use to make this can be used for other things. You'll need 3 Wilden Wings, which you can get throughout the map just by looting chests that are related to Ars Navau, like you'd find an Ars tree with a chest, like a broken portal. That will be used to make the leap spell, which, let me just search it up. Leap. 3 Wilden Wings and an air essence. Then I also happen to have Amplify, right? Amplify uses a diamond pickaxe to make. And here I'll show you. Amplify. Boom, just diamond pickaxe. And then Flash Pine is used for both the shocking thread as well as, I believe it's spark. Nope, spark just uses air essence, wool, and iron bar. The discharge spell uses, yep, flash pine right there. You get that from the yellow the yellow tree from the Ars Navau. You'll need 3 rabbit hide for the leap spell, or sorry, the launch. The launch uses 1 air essence and then 3 rabbit hide. It's launch, yep, right there, like this. The rest of these is for my threads and armor. The armor itself is just using Mage Bloom fiber with, for these 3 pieces, gold armor, and this piece is iron armor, so it's very fragile. You'll need quite a few source gems, 11, which you can make from amethyst shards or lapis, and you'll need 1 amethyst shard at least to make the lesser focus of air. Iron nuggets are to make the lesser rings and the amulet of mana regen. Ender pearls are used for the lesser rings. Golden ingot, 3 of them are reused because that's 3 of them are used for lesser focus of air, but the other 2 are used for the mana regen amulet, I believe. Let me just search it up real quick. Yeah, right there. Oh yeah, all those diamonds, those 13 diamonds, it's used for making these 3 items right here. Then you'll need gold, mangosteen, which is food, which is like a fruit found on the tree. 3 abjuration essence, a skulk catalyst. Skulk catalyst can be found by killing a warden, or if you have silk touch, which the extract is also good for, you can get that. 3 manipulation essence, 1 anvil, 1 mage bloom, 1 fire essence, 1 water essence, and 1 conjuration, and 1 earth essence. That's just all of that extra stuff is for, let's say you want to make the spell power thread. You need all of this and a blank thread. But yeah, that's the equipment I'll be using. And now let's start the fight. Oh, I also have an iron hide thing right here, which gives me a little bit of resistance right there, but that's not necessary for what I'm about to do. Okay. Actually, I also want to show you how I get resources, because glowstone is also hard to get unless you capture like a maverick or something. But this is how. Oops, I should probably wear this. There we go. Don't want to actually not wear that. Alright, see, let's see. That's how you capture it. Oh, it was removed without being killed. Oh, fuck me.